Oh,
introduce your business and tell us what's happening these days in the world of card and payment processing and things of that nature. So take it away, sir.
I will do so. First of all, my name is Stephen Quick, SQ Merchant Services. I'm gonna start out with a quick little video, minute 22, and then I'll follow up with some of the services I provide. So hold on a second, I'm gonna share the screen.
I'm Marty Meisner.
I'm Mickey Meisner, and we're the owners of the Kangen Water Store in Vancouver, Washington.
We wanted to give a shout out to Stephen Quick with SQ Merchant Services for providing us all the tools that we need to operate our business, our merchant account, our POS system, and our online invoicing.
The whole thing was seamless. His customer service was impeccable. The rate of the speed at which he took care of it. We just looked over the accounts this morning and realized how much we saved by going with him. So that is always a bonus.
Yeah, just an amazing guy. He will answer his phone 24/7. I probably shouldn't say that. But we did have one little hiccup right when we first started got the POS system online, and he was on the phone with the provider, the POS provider, and solved the problem immediately.
And we're kind of a complicated business because we have a membership and we have retail, so we made him work. And I have to say I'm impressed with the way he handled the whole thing. So thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Stephen, from SQ Merchant Services. Amazing.
Great job.
Okay. All right, so that was just one of my latest clients in February. He's actually a videographer, and he goes, "We're gonna throw a little video together for you as well." I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say no to that. When merchant services, credit card processing, you know, I always kind of do like a close your eyes, visualize. Any way that you can accept credit card or an ATM as form of payment, I can do. So whether that's electronic invoicing, if you have a point of sale, let's say you're a nonprofit and you want to do text message giving. You have a swiper on your phone, you know, like that Square product. You know, I have the exact same product. Gosh, what else? Really any way that you can accept credit card as a form of payment, I can handle. I always tell people that refer to me like, well, Candy, like just send it my direction. I don't like to say no. I'm a broker of sorts. So I try to find the best need of the client. So I have 6 different platforms. A couple of them are authorized.net. So if you've got an e-commerce business, I have no problem being able to connect. In fact, I'm working with a nonprofit right now that they want to do a fundraiser. We're going to do some rates, and then we're going to use a simple checkout as the payment. I've been in the industry since 2007. A+ BBB accredited and won the Business of the Year Ethical Award in 2018 for the Business of the Year Torch Award. Gosh, I think mostly what I wanted to say, and Nicholas would attest to this, is that I just want to have coffee. I want to get to know you guys. I'm out in the field and talking to people just like everybody else is, and if I find a need for somebody else, I love putting people together. And if we happen to do business someday, great, but that's never my objective. So on the onset. So any questions, by all means, ask. If you want me to send my booking thing to do coffee, let's do that too. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Stephen. I did already see a couple hands go up. So let's call on Amy first. Amy, if you'll unmute and ask Steve your question.
Hi. Yes, I wanted to ask Steve about, we have a POS system and we take credit cards, and we were wondering if he does like package deals with the POS system, with the credit card processing, online ordering, or is it more of just the credit card processing?
I can do as simple or as complex as you want it. I've got a CPA firm that has just a little VX520 and they run cards. You know, I have people that put it on their phone. It really, I'm going to cater to you. So you can make it as complex or as simple as you like it.
Okay, so you could work with the POS system that we currently have.
I'd have to take a look at it. I make sure, because some point of sales are proprietary, and I would have to look at it and make sure that I can get into the back end of it. However, that being said, if it makes sense, I will place a point of sale out and on a conversation, and that would be no charge to you.
Yeah, we were just really interested in changing ours up a little bit. So I'm sure you know a lot about POS systems and you could give us.
Well, there's a reason why it's called POS, but I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, thank you. We'll be in touch with you.
Okay, great. I'll put my contact information in the chat box.
All right, thank you.
Catherine, I saw your hand out. Do you have a question for Stephen?
Yeah, just can he address like just small business? I have people ask me just because I'm in business, but I have a software program that people can pay that I'm not, or just not utilizing it. Everybody wants to do Venmo, Cash App, even check. It's just really outdated. Can you address maybe just the very small businesses like myself that would, you know, just maybe do something on their phone? And that's something that we teach ourselves typically. What, is there anything you have for us?
Yes. So the reason why Square has made their millions is because they had this wonderful rate program with no hard costs. And people like myself never was able to get in there until they were processing a certain amount. That being said, I now have a solution that is like Square, just a little bit less in rate, but there's no hard cost fees. And the difference is that you actually have me. You actually have someone to talk to. So if something happens with a transaction or you change your address, change your bank account. I don't know if you've ever tried to get a hold of Square, you don't. So in fact, to a point where somebody actually created a Google page listing with my contact information and called it Square Merchant Services. And I get calls like 10 times a week saying, I need to dispute this transaction. And it's not me. So that's how bad their customer service is. So to answer your question, I can go, I have a flat rate program. So if you run one transaction and never run it again for 6 months, that's okay.
I was interviewed by Venmo. They paid me $100 to, I thought it was a scam, but it was Venmo. And they did pay me to talk about how to get more of the business clients. Like they want to know why someone wouldn't use Venmo, which I have lots of clients that won't do it. So it was interesting.
I have a hair salon that actually used my processing, and then she canceled and she went to Venmo. It's a good solution, and which is, it's also owned by PayPal. But some people don't want to do that. They don't want to have their checking account linked to some app. And so it does work. It's just kind of up to you how you want to do it. So any other questions?
Do we have any other inquiries? All right, Anastasia, why don't you go ahead and come off mute?
Stephen, question for, I'm an attorney and my law firm is full service, and so we have a number of cannabis clients, all kinds of variety of cannabis. Can you talk about, do you provide services for cannabis businesses? And if you do, what does that look like? And if you don't, what are the barriers and why?
I'll give you a short answer, and I'd love to have a time with you, but yes is the answer. CBD, retail, CBD, as long as it's topical. I could do CBD, that is online, same thing. I do provide ATMs. A company that I work with has actually 181 ATMs and dispensaries. And then I also have a script solution that runs off of the gambling network for point of banking for dispensaries. And we've got about 30 of those here in Oregon. But we could talk later on about that another time.
Great. Any other questions? Liz, you have a question for your business?
I do want to let you know that the Chamber went with Stephen Quick, SQ Merchants, just a few months ago. Really have appreciated the personal attention in the transition, and we are one of many chambers who are now with this service, and it's really appropriate for us because we have so many members and so many people who want to pay in different ways. So we've been very happy over the last few months with the service and all the things that are going on with it.
That's a great shout out. Perfect. Awesome. All right. I did not see any other hands up. So Stephen, thank you for sharing with us about your business today.
Yes.
And we'll feel free to